And welcome back, folks, to more Yakuza 5. Last time we played, I think we were looking for the leader of the jumpsuit gang, Yahara. And I guess we just gotta beat up people until we find him. Usually that's how it works. Look at this guy. You know he wants trouble. So we'll just warm up, because obviously we know what's gonna happen very soon. Probably gonna have a boss fight. Did we finish taxi driving? We did not. We could definitely do more. Garbage. I mean, we're here. Might as well partake. It's been a while since we did any driving, too. Oh. We're drunk. We can't drink and drive. Kiryu, I mean Suzuki, what are you doing? Did we kill Chaos? No, not yet. Now, what we need to do, like I said earlier, we need to find the jumpsuit guys. Oh. Find their leader. Nice bod you got there. Okay. Sorry. Excuse me. Might as well eat so we can get some more stats. I think our spirit bar wasn't filled out. No, our focus bar wasn't filled out. Well, we haven't eaten these. Oh, it was the wrong one. Oh, it was probably a spirit. Because our stats didn't go up. Not like it matters. Okay, this guy wants to fight. Yeah. Oh! Is that what I think it is? Where's the chat? That's interesting. There's no chat on screen. Huh? Let me, How strange. How bizarre. Now this should work, right? Yeah. No chat for YouTube this week. How bizarre. I got the old chat box, but not the new chat box. Oh, because I huh? Because I did something for Twitch. Asked me to authorize something. I think I messed up my things. Well, let's double check to be sure. That's the same thing. Well, we'll just have the old chat box for today. How strange. Oh, no, it's back. Never mind. All right, we're back. Chat restored. Yeah, since it's like it's third-party chat, so sometimes it messes up. It's not a big deal. Well, we're sober now. We can go work if we wanted to. Nah, you can't drive while drunk? It's illegal, don't you know? What? Only I may use the bicycle. Hmm. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Get out of here, sugar. Well, a Royale is probably better than a X, so let's get rid of that. And, huh? My bike's key gone. Where's my bag? Hey there, Krebs. Thanks for that. Much appreciated. Yeah, we're doing a impromptu Yakuza stream because I missed out on a full week of streaming. Yakuza. That's right. 16 hours of Yakuza. I mean, technically, we could do 8 hours of Yakuza. And that would just carry over to next month as well. So we would get all the Yakuza out of our system. Eight hours of mahjong? There's no mahjong in this, at least not yet. Oh! He dead. I wanted to do the counter punch, but did that instead. Had the same result, really. Tiger drop is what I wanted to do. Well, the thing with a Bagel-thon in December is it's kind of tight. And I'd rather not do a Bagel-thon like before Christmas. Because, you know, people usually buy gifts and all that, and you know, I don't want to stretch them out more than they have to. Iathon? True. We could do an Iathon. Oh, it's Mike. No, he was called Rich Bastard, that's why. How about a Bagel-thon on the 13th of January? Yeah, we can do that. Mike, come on. Come on, Mike. You don't have to fool us. How's Wi-Fi? Wi-Fi? It's alright. It's Yakuza. Hand over your money. I'm with the Devil Killers. Huh? Should have been invalid, man. Jeez. Out of touch, man. Also would have been good. I wanted to ask Mike something, but I forgot. Like, oh yeah, I should ask Mike for this. Don't matter anymore. Not important. But I'll remember it wasn't important. Let's ride. Racing blood. Just came in now. It's the client who always calls from the highway rest area. Devil killers.
Hey.
Oh, hey, Suzuki-san. You haven't seen Muramatsu around, have you? No, I'm afraid not. It's mighty odd. What is it? We had a request come in specifically for him. But somehow he's up and gone. Haven't seen hide nor hair of him. Doesn't sound like the Muramatsu I know. Ain't it the truth? He's usually such a stickler about everything. If it turns out he can't show up, can you send someone else in his place? Apparently this client only wants rides from him. He said if he's not there, he'll never call us again. Car's all washed, and boy, does that baby sparkle. Ah, Kiyokawa. Have you seen Muramatsu? We were talking not too long ago. I haven't seen him since. Why? Guess he slipped away. How about I go look for him? Yeah, I'll help too. I appreciate that, but you two got your own work to do. No point in wasting everybody's time. Y'all get back to what you were doing. I'll handle this myself. Okie doke. You said you spoke with Muramatsu? What was it about? I was telling him how you kicked Crash Kajiwara to the curb. Hey, I told you not to go running your mouth about that. Oh, come on. What's the harm? At this rate, you'll take down the Four Kings in no time. Once you beat the Devil Killer's elite, you'll be the fastest guy in Fukuoka. That's pretty much all I said. I don't care about any of that. This isn't about fame or cheap thrills. Yeah, I know. Guess I got a little carried away. Besides, no one expects a taxi driver to climb to the top of the leaderboard anyways. What did Muramatsu have to say about it? He mentioned something how it's stupid and pointless to be racing on the streets, I think. Actually, I don't remember. I kinda got selective hearing, you know? Oh, speaking of racing, when's your next one? I can't wait to see you out there. Never mind that. You need to focus on your job. Three out of 4 kings to go. Hope I can put this racing business to rest before long. Yeah, there's racing. Muramatsu, what are you doing here? The Chief's been looking all over for you. Is that so? And what's your excuse for being here? I'm here to race the Devil Killers. Nothing more. Uh-huh. I hear you're doing pretty well against them. You could say I'm making progress. You just can't wait to be glorified as Fukuoka's fastest, can you? I don't know what you heard from Kiyokawa, but that's not what I'm in. That's not what I'm in it for. That's beside the point, Muramatsu. There's an important client waiting to be picked up. You still have time to make it if you leave now. Then we'd better get this race over quickly. We? That's what I said. Today's gonna be just you and me. I made that call. Why? See, I know all about how you guys think. I trained to be a racer myself. A real one. Formula 1 to be precise. And I must say, I wasn't half bad. Made it through the amateur leagues just fine. If things had gone my way, I could have been a pro by now. What happened? You know how much it costs to turn pro in the racing world? You need a machine, circuit fees, campaign money, testing? I was scraping together every last yen I could, but my family is poor. And my part-time job only paid a pittance. In the end, I couldn't keep chasing the dream. Didn't have the money. What does this have anything to do with me? I despise people like you. People who go speeding down the highway like it's nothing. Like people's lives aren't at risk. Those who really aim for speed do it on the proper track, following the proper regulations. Racing side by side with ordinary people just trying to get around safely is a slap in the face to society, don't you think?
Aye.
I agree. The only reason I'm going against the Devil Killers is to get them off the road. I don't believe you for a minute. I can tell you're enjoying it. Reveling in it. Reveling? Reveling in it, yeah, okay. Reveling in it, even. You're wrong. My point is, the fact that you compete on public roads really grates at my nerves. For those of us who grew up on the track, beating street racers like you is easy as pie, you'll see. I still don't see any reason for us to race. Now come on, we've got our jobs to do. Huh. Okay then, how about this? Race me, and I'll go straight to work if you win. I won't prove anything. And look at us, we're taxi drivers, arguing over whether or not we should be speeding down the highway. Come on, we're going back. Not until you accept my challenge. Looks like he's not gonna budge on this one. Fine. If you wanted that badly, I'll give you your race. Finally gets the picture. Time to teach you the difference between an amateur and a pro. Oh, it's right. That song, Daytona. He doesn't know the song. Oh my god, Mike. Can you embarrass me even more? What was the handbrake again? How do I drift? Oh, explosive acceleration. Holy cow, his car can fly. There's a bunch of songs you can choose in the game. Easy. The race is already won. Boost. Yeah. Getting them points. All that training on the circuit, all that time and dedication, only to lose to a street racer. I'll say it one more time, Muramatsu. I'm not a street racer, and I never intended to be. Yeah, I know. Deep down, I think I just wanted an excuse to race you. That's all. I was jealous, okay? Everyone was making a fuss about you beating the Devil Killers and being the best in town. And I thought in my heart that I was the faster man. It bugged me to no end, but now I know the truth. You beat me fair and square, Suzuki. You cut me down to size, but I'm honestly glad you did. I'll be rooting for you from now on. You sure? Uh-huh. I wasn't lying when I said I hate street racers. You show those devil killers who's boss, okay?
Hey.
I will. Strange, though, how so many talented drivers end up drawn to our company. I guess that's all the chief's doing. What do you mean? What? Didn't you know? He used to be a street racer himself. You're not serious, are you? Well, all I've heard are rumors. This must have been over 2 decades ago, and I don't know the details. I find that hard to believe, but... Despite my loathing for reckless street racing jerks, I have nothing but respect for our boss. He's one of the few who made it out of the game to start an honest living. Anyway, I know I went off without saying anything, so I think it's best we head back. I don't want to keep the chief waiting any longer than I already have.
Hey.
Good. Let's get a move on. I'm back. Yeah, so basically, Mike, Kiryu is living a false identity so he can work as a taxi driver to send money back to the orphanage and also to help Haruka become an idol. Guess what, Suzuki? I just got a call from Muramatsu. It sounds like he picked up that regular client of his on time. Did he now?
Yeah.
Yep. Says he was taking a break in his cab and dozed off. We've been busy lately, so I ain't surprised. Now, if you must doze off, Suzuki-san, make sure it ain't when you're behind the wheel. Not that I would expect that you would.
Hey.
I'll be sure not to. Good. Wouldn't want any accidents now, that's for sure. Hey, Chief. What's up? Actually, never mind. Huh? Alrighty then. How you holding up, Hirokawa? Oh, it'd be better if my shoulders weren't so stiff. Yeah, me too. Shoulders, neck, back, you name it. That's what happens when you get old. Tell me about it. This guy used to be a street racer? Let's customize our car here. So Mike didn't like our Daytona USA music. This is the music from Sega Rally 2006. This is from Outrun, but Mike wants this Eurobeat flavor. Oh, we can tune up. No, we can't tune up. Twin turbo? Hell yeah. All right, so we can do a regular taxi mission, or we can do a race mission. We'll do another race. Yeah, we're catching up to the lost streams there, Arthur. In fact, there's only one lost stream, and it's this one. After that, we'll be all set for December. There's that client calling from the highway rest area. I might add, he's very polite too. Sounds like cool Yoshimi, one of the 4 kings. And I'll make sure to leave a strong impression. Hey, wait. You're not getting away today. Forget it. I'm not gonna study any more of these meaningless words and symbols, and I'm gonna lose my marbles. What's going on? The chief asked us to help Kiyokawa study for his driver's test. Yeah, after that, we're going to be streaming Against the Storm all throughout December. Hope you guys are ready. Yeah, and he ain't exactly the bookworm type. Furthest thing from it, actually. Come on, what does memorizing a bunch of random rules have to do with driving a car? I mean, I know how to drive, so just let me loose on the road. It's not like I'm gonna smash into anyone. Doesn't matter how good you are at driving. To be a taxi driver, you need a Class 2 license, and that requires a certain amount of studying.
Yeah.
You say that, but I still don't want to believe it. You better start showing some effort, or you'll be stuck on the written test forever. Yeah. And might I remind you, this is taking up our time too. I'm using up my breaks to teach you, so hurry up and get it through your head. I can't. I've never been good at bookwork. Even if I studied night and day, I still wouldn't pass. I hate it. Just let me get behind the wheel with my foot on the pedal. Already. Don't forget your seatbelt first. Yeah, that's it. I'm done with this. Whoa. He made a run for it. Sheesh. They're way too easy on kids in schools these days. They'll all end up like him. You tell him, Wada. You tell him. Like the kids these days, eh? Sorry he's being such a pain to both of you.
Yeah.
No need to apologize, Suzuki. It's not your fault. Well, I'm the one who got him hired. I can at least go bring him back. Good luck with that. Who knows where he's gone to now? I have a pretty good idea. Just sit tight for a bit. What's your favorite EO2 Stratum? I don't even remember. The game annoyed me so much. Suzuki, what are you doing here? Did you come looking for me? Well, don't try to drag me back with you. I've had it with studying. A knucklehead like me only has 1 in 100 chance of passing. I don't want to fight a losing battle. No. I have other business here. You mean another race with the Devil Killers? Right. You're up against cool Yoshimi this time, right? I know you don't want to hear this, but I think you should just bow out now, to be honest. I'm on your side, of course, but I know what he's capable of. You don't stand a chance, man. Not with that attitude, anyway. That Crash Kajiwara guy you beat? He's the bottom of the ladder when it comes to the Four Kings. Cool Yoshimi's on a whole nother level. He's that fast, huh? Yup. Yoshimi wins all the races because he's sharp as a tack, and he never loses his cool. When you go up against him, you can bet he already knows your ride down to every last nut and bolt. He's that thorough. He works up a profile of you, compares it with all the data he's gathered to figure out the best way to win. Kuakawa sure knows a lot. You should devote a little of that brain power to studying. Anyway, I think you gotta cut your losses here. I don't want to see you go down in flames. It's just like my studying. It'd be stupid to take on something you just can't win. Good to see you, Suzuki-san. Whoa, it's cool Yoshimi. I hear you like studying up. You like studying up on your opponents. That's right. This time was tougher than usual. It's my first race against a taxi. For one, I didn't have much data to go on at first. So I went all the way back to 1912, when the first taxi service in Japan started, and researched every last detail since then. I've already analyzed your car, of course. I have full details on every part, as well as your driving habits, right here in my head. That's dedication right there. So what are my chances? Based on today's weather and the state of the road, I came up with a number. Was it 33? Unfortunately, you only have about 1 in 100 chance of beating me. Just like the kid. 1 in 100? That's nothing. Do you still wish to take me on, taxi driver? Of course. What a coincidence. Suzuki, let's quit while we're ahead. 1 in 100 is terrible odds. You know you can't win. The odds may be against me, but I still have a chance, right? Huh? Where I grew up, you don't just run away when things look hopeless. You step up to the challenge like a man and carve out your own destiny. Damn. That hit me real heavy just now. Huh. What a character you are. I love it. Now I'm truly looking forward to seeing you hang your head in defeat. Let's see if you can put up a fight. Brainy devil killer. Damn, he's fast. He's really fast. Oh, I remember what it was. Oh, it's too late now because the sale is over. But there was a Need for Speed, I forgot the name, Heat? It was 90% off. I know you bought it. Wanted to know if it was any good. Now I remember. Was it Need for Speed? I think it was Need for Speed. Oh no! Nani? Unbound is the better game? Okay. Good to know. I mean, are there any good racing games? I mean, I know there was Forza. A buddy of mine was playing Forza and he told me that there was a battle royale type of game where you have like 100 racers and you have to like knock them out. Oh! Drifts! He's going too fast! There's no way you can handle a drift like that. Nice. The brakes are really hard. I mean, we still got our boost in the tank, so we're still okay. Like, I'm not worried here. Oh, I'm a bit worried now. Not worried. We did it. You drive like you're using keyboard steering. Wow, that hurts. Hit me in the core right there. Wow. 100 to 1 shot and you pulled it off with style. This is unreal. All the data showed that I would win without a hitch. What went wrong? Battles aren't won by data and statistics. The numbers must have clouded your mind. Ridiculous. Sorry, Suzuki. I never should have doubted you. If you want Unbound, DM me. Oh, you got a free copy there, Mike? You got a free copy? Do you see now? Your fate isn't written in stone. You can change it if you try hard enough. I think it's time you change yours now. Okay, I'll do that. I'm back. And look who I brought with me. Hey there. Oh, Kiyagawa. Guys, is the offer to help me study still on the table? Where's this coming from all of a sudden? Yeah, I thought you said it was hopeless. What are you talking about? If you give up when things look grim, you'll never get anywhere in life. Now let's start with some flashcards. I don't know what you did, Suzuki, but it worked. Oh, I didn't do anything. All right. I'll help you. But aren't you forgetting something first? I should probably be apologizing for my behavior from before, huh? Aha! You got it! He's finally acting his age. Let's hope so. Remember to be sincere about it. Of course, I'd like to start and end by saying, sorry for roughing your feathers. Huh? What the hell kind of apology is that? My bad. Sorry for rubbing you the wrong way. Sorry for wrecking your expectations. Sorry for rustling your jimmies. Okay, you can stop now. Jimmy's thoroughly rustled. Ooh, new tires. We don't have the points, so we're gonna have to work, unfortunately. Restless Rider, Carrying Harpy, Door to the Future. We're gonna go with the Rider. I'm from Nagasu Taxi. Sorry for the wait. Yeah, you're late. I'm in a hurry here. I have to get to my grandson's birthday party. I need you to do whatever it takes to get me to Fukuhaku Street as soon as possible. Understood, let's go. Fukuhaku. Arrive safely. 3 minutes? Easy. Can't afford to be late today. I'll do everything I can. Jeez, man. I'm driving here. That's okay. You don't take 2 lanes like this. It's fine, don't worry. I'm an expert driver, don't worry. Do you drive? What did you just partake? What did you just see? You made it. Thanks so much. I'm sure you'd make a great father. Kind of you to say. Now go see your grandson. I will. Thanks again. Oh, new phone. Who dis? Oh, it's Riku. I'm at work now. Come by and see me. Oh. We go see Riku? Or do we keep working? She paid us in points. Yeah. Alright, new tires. Another call for you from the highway. He had a gentle voice that made my heart flutter. All right, last car mission, and then we'll do real story. Oh. Huh? Mind if I tag along? That way you can teach me how to deal with more clients. He obviously knows where I'm going. What happened to studying for your class too? Well, both Wada-san and Muramatsu seem pretty sure I can pass now. They gave me their okay. Did they really? Yeah, I even aced the practice test. I've been studying my butt off. Help me out, Hirakawa. I say you've been making an admirable effort. Why not take him with you, Suzuki? He does need more time on the field. I'm not sure he'd benefit from this kind of request. Don't say that. Even if it doesn't seem relevant, I still want to see how it's done. You're certainly enthusiastic. If that's not dedication, I don't know what is. Wouldn't you say so? I guess. Little gremlin. Cool, I'm gonna take that as a yes then. Now let's jam. There's only 2 out of the 4 kings left to go. You can do this. At least he's not trying to dissuade me like before. I beat Crash first, now then Cool Yoshimi. I guess that means today you'll be facing... Hey guys. Which one of you big boys is Mr. Suzuki from Nagasu Taxi? Oh, there he is. The second in command of the 4 kings, Gentle Nakamura. What's so gentle about him? It's me. And he's a true veteran. Oldest one on the team. He's the last original devil killer too. Been with him from the start. And don't let his age fool you. He's fast as lightning. And then some. Not to mention he's racked tons of wisdom and experience behind the wheel. You're pretty clued up for a youngster. Not bad, Mr. Suzuki. Actually, Mr. Suzuki is this guy right here. Ah, so you're the man. You sure you're in the right place? Truth be told, I thought you'd be a little less on the ears. That makes 2 of us. Oh, don't mistake me for one of those doddering old seniors you see puttering around. When it comes to driving, experience trumps all else. I've refined my skills over decades, maturing them like fine wine. Now I hear you've already bested 2 of the 4 kings, is that correct? It is. Well, from where I'm standing, those guys might as well be fresh out of driving school. Just because you know how to hold the wheel and step on the gas doesn't mean you know how to race. Watch and learn, Mr. Suzuki. Because today's lesson is how to lose sight of a veteran. Oh no.
Mr. Suzuki.
Mr. Suzuki. How many times did you fail the driver's license test? Well, the thing is, and that was back in the day. I don't know if it's still like that. But if you didn't take the driving lessons, the paid driving lessons, they would fail you on your first try. Like, this was known. It was the scam back in the day.
Got them! Got them!
Put them. That wasn't the question. Failed once, or maybe twice. So that's it. I'm pretty sure it was only once, but it could be twice. Oh, jeez. I'm pretty sure if I did the test now, I'd probably fail it.
Got them!
Like, I don't think I've done reverse parking in years. Always park from the front.
Come on, Suzuki.
Come on, Suzuki.
Got them!
Easy.
Got them!
My brother's a good driver, though. Wait, you're supposed to mash R2? Are you serious? I thought you just had to hold it. You did it, Suzuki. That's nearly all 4 kings. Only one left, and it's their leader. How could this be? I've been racing for decades. Doggone it. Though, I suppose this turn of events isn't entirely uncalled for, I must say. Nakajima found himself a diamond in the rough. Did you just say Nakajima? How do you know our boss? How? Why, he's the original devil killer. The man started this whole gang over 20 years ago. What?
Huh?
Wait, you're telling me the chief started the devil killers? He's just an old geezer. No offense. We were a lot younger 20 years ago. Your boss was a real speed demon back then. The fastest in Fukuoka, maybe in all of Kyushu. That's just, nah, my brain can't handle this.
Huh?
Then tell me why a legendary god of street racing would quit just to start driving taxis around. Your guess is as good as mine, young man. Weren't you an original member of his team? Surely you must know something. Back then I was just a slowpoke. I never really got to talk to the man. Though, I'm glad I stuck with it. I made it to the Four Kings after all. Took me long enough. And now I go losing to a taxi driver. Perhaps my age has finally caught up with me. Some racer I am, eh? I'm back. Hey there. I hear you were out showing Kyokawa the ropes today. No, today I was up against the Devil Killers. Oh, that thing you were doing for the local police? Don't get into any accidents here. Chief, I need to ask you something. And what's that? Is it true you were the one who founded the Devil Killers? Where'd you hear that? From Gentle Nakamura, the guy I just raced. Looks like the cat's out of the bag. I was thinking of having a sit down with one of you. With you one of these days. Might as well be now. When you're young, you have time to do whatever your heart desires. For me, that was cars. I loved them more than anything. Well, just about. Before I knew it, there were a whole bunch of us, motorheads to the core. So I decided to form the Devil Killers. We'd race day and night, trying to shave seconds off our best times. We all knew the dangers of racing on the highway, but we were careful. We tracked down the best spots, found out when there was least traffic, and we even posted lookouts with walkie-talkies. We were a close-knit bunch. It wasn't long before we gained a reputation as the fastest boys in town. My Devil Killers days, that was the prime of my life. Can you imagine? This old, gnarled stump of a tree once had leaves up top? Anyhow, as with anything, time was never on our side. With each passing generation, the glue that held the crew together seemed to be dissolving, and now look at them. They drive like reckless maniacs, no regard for safety whatsoever. And then they brought gambling on board. When it comes down to it, there ain't hardly nothing left of the vision I once had. Only greed and ill gain remain.
Yeah.
People shouldn't have to suffer because of it. Racing was about the thrill, not this. Listen up, Suzuki. There's something I want to ask you. Yeah? I want you to break up the Devil Killers. Can you do that for me? Oh, you phone who this? Is that your phone? Better see who it is. Sorry, one moment. Hello? What up, Suzuki said. Who is this? The last of the Four Kings, technically the fifth to lead the Devil Killers. Long story short, I'm Devil Takamura. How'd you get this number? Wouldn't you like to know? What is it you want? See, you've been preying on my teammates lately. And thanks to a taxi driver of all people, they've been on a losing streak. It'd be bad if word got around, so someone's got to nip that in the bud. I don't see why. Let the people know the truth. Yeah, I don't think so. Our livelihood depends on our rep. Take that away and you take away our business. Get me? See? That's what you get for basing your business on extortion. Say what you like. Either way, we need to get back our good name. I'm thinking on like a major scale. So let's hold a race with spectators and all. How about it? Me against you, or are you afraid to get your ass handed to you? No? I refuse to be part of a circus act. You should wait to hear my offer. I'm assuming Nakajima, wimp that he is, asked you to dismantle the devil killers, am I right? Thought so. What? Are you saying you'll disband the devil killers if I beat you in a race? That's exactly what I'm saying. Whoever rules the road makes the rules. In other words, the fastest guy calls the shots. That's always been our way. Fine, you'll get your race. And just so you know, I don't take kindly to people who go back on their word. Of course, would expect you to. But just so you know, there's a reason I'm in charge of the devil killers. You better be prepared, old man. I'm sure you can't wait to see how exciting the gameplay for the next character will be. Oh. I'm sure it's quite exciting. So this devil Takamura says he'll break up the team if you win? Well, I guess we're near the end of his story, so we'll finish it off. So the bad seeds I sowed way back when have sprouted into weeds, tangling up the new generation. I'm ashamed. Don't be so hard on yourself, but I do have to ask, are you really okay having such a big part of your past gone for good? I don't mind. The ones I care about most are right here beside me. Ain't that right, Wada-chan? You bet, leader. Wada? Don't tell me you were a devil killer too. Yep. As were some of the old drivers. Wow. I guess that means I'm part of an elite team here. That's bitchin'. From what I hear, Suzuki, that devil Takamura is as quick as they come. Don't go out there without a plan. Keep that in mind. Then, without further ado, boys, let's get back to it. Before that, can I ask one thing? Why did you leave street racing? And the devil killers? They meant everything to you, didn't they? Well, I think you ought to leave it there, Suzuki. I'm sure you have some things in your life you'd rather keep close to your chest. Sorry, that was rude of me.
Yeah.
Nah, you were just curious. I should be the one apologizing. Okay, everyone. Why don't we all just drive safely, give it our best, and leave the heavy stuff behind, huh? Sounds like a plan to me. Devil Takamura, no doubt you'll be my toughest opponent yet. But make no mistake, I won't go down so easy. Yeah, me too. Working on a Tuesday. My body's aching already. Why? Why? Oh, 6,000 points? I'm gonna assume we're gonna need that to fight the and we're gonna need the chassis, so we're gonna need like a bunch of points. Past Lucky would balk at streaming on a Tuesday. It's true. To Hawaii, please, and stick to the local roads, won't you? Huh? I'm just kidding, of course. Don't mind me. I just like to get a rise out of people. It's gonna be a long ride. Okay, get in. Ready or not, here I come. Haha, I'm so zany. Oh no. He's an influencer. He makes YouTube shorts. Time for a pop quiz. Question number 1. What's my blood type? B. Wrong. The answer was alien blood. Question number 2. What's my name? That's tricky. No, it's not Tricky or Ricky. Am I on the road here? Just stop talking. How many influencers hate their viewers? Oh, probably a ton. Are you okay? Fooled you. Thanks for showing you care, though. Am I in the right? Yeah. I'm an influencer? No way I'm an influencer. What the hell do I influence? Jake, it's true. He'd be nothing without me. Oh, we got a fair amount of points. That's pretty good. Whew, it's so exhausting to talk to you guys. Talking to guys like you. Just kidding. Thanks for the fun ride. You're welcome. At least the customer looked pretty happy. Oh, we got an achievement. Veteran driver. I'm from Nagasu Taxi. Sorry for the wait. A couple, huh? Ah, driver. Give us a lift, will ya?
Hey.
Of course. Let's go. They're quiet. Maybe they had a fight. I'll try some small talk. Are you two on a date? You two on a date today? That's right. We're heading out for some fun. Ah, what do you have planned? Can't tell you that. I'm taking the lady here on a surprise date. I see. Sounds exciting. The woman doesn't look very happy to be here. Is she not having a good time? You're friends of the quiet time, huh? Yeah, she's... Driver. This man, he's a... Shut it. No talking. Huh? Haha, sorry about that. She may look all docile, but once she gets started, you can't shut her up. Wouldn't want her distracting you or anything. I smell trouble. Maybe this woman's caught up in something. Discreetly headed to the police station. I'll turn towards the police station. I think I took a wrong turn there, driver. I did? Sorry about that. Don't play dumb with me, asshole. You're trying to go to the police, weren't you? I'm taking this girl because she owes me money. If you want to get back in one piece, best take me where I want to go. And no funny business. I don't owe you a thing. You signed on as a guarantor. Same thing. Either way, it's got nothing to do with our driver friend. Now step on it. Better not squeal to anyone about this. You say a word and she gets it. Help me, please. Quiet. Keep your mouth shut. Wait. What? You got a problem? You haven't paid your fare. Huh? You worried about cash at a time like this, a-hole? Oof. Ow. You're gonna pay for that. You think you're hot stuff, do you? I'll beat you to a pulp. Oh, right in the junk. Yeah. Come on, I'll take you back. Okay. Hey, give me a break here. If I don't bring her back, the boss will wring my neck. Would you rather I wrung your neck here instead? Eek. No, no. That's what I thought. Thank you so much. No problem. But it did get a little dicey there. Yeah. I should have never signed as a guarantor to my friend's loan. I'll be more prudent in the future. Yeah, please be more careful. Let's get going. Where's the authentic dubs? That's Yakuza 8. Here we are. Thank you. Here's the fare and a little tip as well. Little tip. I got some free points. No, I am the one who should be grateful. I owe you my life. I'm glad you were my driver today. Lucky, will you guarantee my small loan of $1 million? Yes, of course. Just bring me the papers. The Harrying Harpy. I'm from Nagasu Taxi. Sorry for the wait. You're late. I was told on the phone you'd be here in 5 minutes. You were late by 15 seconds. I'm sorry, the road was a little congested. Now you're making excuses? I don't believe it. I've never had a driver this rude before. I'm gonna complain to the taxi bureau. I apologize. Huh. Well, I'll let it slide this time. Hurry up and let me in already. Looks like this is one of those passengers that complains about everything. Of course, let's go. Get me to Nagasu Boulevard in 3 minutes. Got it? There's no way I'll make it in 3 minutes. I'm sorry, but that's not possible. I'll do my absolute best. What do we say? I'm very sorry, but I don't think it's possible to get you there in 3 minutes. Why not? The last taxi I took got me there in 3 minutes. Are you telling me you won't do what I ask? I'm going to complain to the taxi bureau. What time was it when you last took this trip? Oh, it was 2 or 3 in the morning. Well, at that time of night, it might be doable, but right now the roads are busy. Huh, well, just go as fast as you can. She seems to have settled down. Looks like this is one of the chatters that complain about everything. Oh, we have quite a few of those. Ah, that noise is bugging me. Noise? That blowing sound. Oh, that's the sound of the heater. Well, it's really getting on my nerves. Gah. Turn the heater off. Ask her preference. Leave the heater on. Shall I turn the heater off? What? If you switch off the heater on a cold day like this, I'll catch a cold. Are you gonna pay my medical bill? Then it's fine to leave it on? Yeah, just leave the damn thing on. What about the noise? I'm used to it now. She seems to have calmed down. That's where she wanted me to drop her, but... Ma'am? There's a truck parked on where you wanted me to drop you, so I'll have to stop short. What? You won't drop me where I asked you to go? It's only a few meters away. Ugh. Fine. I apologize for the inconvenience. Yeah, well, you realize you won't get paid now, right? What? Isn't that how it goes? It's your job to take me where I ask you to. Whether a few meters or 100 meters, I don't have to pay you if you don't drop me there. Or do you want me to complain to the bureau that you didn't bring me to where I wanted to go? I could get your license revoked, you know. I could shut down your entire company. Got it? I'm not just bullying you. I'm trying to uphold the standards here. It's really going too far. What am I going to do now? Calmly persuade her? Get angry? Just keep listening. I'll just let loose and yell at her. Ma'am? What? Come at me, you bellyacre. I'll take you down a notch. Did that work? What? Have you got a screw loose or something? I'll come at you, all right. One call to the complaint center and you'll be history. Let me out right here. You messed with the wrong lady, pal. I only got her more worked up. Chat. Whew. We made it. Here's the fare. I told you to do 3. I'm sorry. I go with the majority, and the majority said 2. Thank you. I feel better now that I got all that out of my system. This makes for great stress relief. You missed the twist. What was the twist? You can't trust the majority. She was doing it on purpose. Oh. Find out next time you play this game. I'm never replaying this game. Life ain't easy. I'm from Nagase Taxi. Sorry for the wait. It's fine. Take me to Fukuhaku Street, kiddo. Oops. I guess you're not quite a kiddo anymore, are you? I bet this guy's gonna talk my ear off. Please, get in. I usually drive my own car, but tonight I'm going out drinking, so I thought I'd take a taxi. Pleased to be of service. Well, aren't you a polite one? How's business? I have good days and bad days. Oh, I read the paper that they relaxed the regulations and now there's too many taxis competing for too few passengers. It must be hard making money as a taxi driver, eh? I'd say it's hard in every industry. I try not to think about it much. I'd rather that than be a working stiff. I'd say it's just as hard as it is just as hard in every industry. Suppose you're right. These days it's tough making a living no matter what you're doing. Tell me about it. I gotta say, driver, I admire your broad perspective. Thank you. I guess sometimes it's hard to find customers in the taxi business. It can be. Then just when you think you got a passenger, they only want to go a short way down the road. That does happen, yes. That guy. What goes through your head at times like that? I can't stand it when passengers do that. I welcome any customer, even short fares. I shortchange them to make up for it. I welcome any customer. I feel like this is the most Kiryu answer as well. I mean, Suzuki answer. I welcome any customer, even if they're just going a few blocks away. Really? You don't secretly wish they'd take a longer trip? Well, yes, at times. But an empty cab earns nothing at all, so even short fares are a valuable source of income. Hey, I like that attitude. Good on ya. I bet all sorts of people have been in this cab, eh, driver? You got that right. I imagine there's been a few you're not too fond of. Tell me, what sort of passengers get on your nerves the most? The ones that ask too many questions. Drunks for the most part. Couples making out in the back seat. Oh, I guess that means you're single, eh? Well, come on, you can be honest. You don't seem like such a bad guy to me. The right lady will come along soon enough. And when she does, oh boy, enjoy what little freedom you have left. The old ball and chain. Right. We're here. Thank you for choosing Nagatsu Taxi. Why, thank you for the pleasant trip. Here's the fare. I threw in a little tip for you.
Hey.
I appreciate that. I'll ask for you on the way back too. See ya. Oh, get more speed, but acceleration and handling suffers. Well, speed is all we need. It's time to go kill a devil. That client you always pick up on the highway. You said something about the stage being set. Does that mean anything to you? Means I need to beat Devil Takamura and put an end to this team once and for all. The nod from the chief. Nothing important. I'll be going now. All right, drive safe. You betting on who today? Devil Takamura, duh. Yeah, I heard rumors about that taxi driver being good, but no way in hell he's beating Takamura. In all honesty, I kind of want him to win. The cabbie, I mean. Yeah, those devil killers have been out of control for way too long. They're a pain in the ass to everyone, racers included. Shh, there he is. So, you're Suzuki, I presume. You think Takamura's the other guy's son? Yeah, and you're Devil Takamura, I take it. The one and only. Alright then. Just so we're clear, you'll disband your group if I win. Well, hey, relax. We still have time in the limelight. You gotta appreciate that, you know? I mean, look around. Street racers from all over Japan are hanging on our every movement. They're even streaming us online. I bet. It's not often a taxi driver like you gets us 15 minutes of fame, huh? I bet there's a lot of money riding on this, am I right? Huh. So what if there is? Don't you have any respect for your founder? You talking about that Nakajima guy? Who cares about that old has-been? He's all washed up now. I mean, working to save money to fix up your car? Racing solely to improve your time? Sounds like crap my grandpa would say. As you can see, I ain't new to this game. Because of my genius, this street racing crap is our cash cow. Guess it doesn't hurt to have the devil's killer image though. And people respect that image because of how hard the founders worked to build it. And this is how you repay them? Hell yeah, dude. As long as the devil killers keep raking in the money, what's the problem? You really need to keep up with the times, man. This guy doesn't know a thing. But for real, don't worry. Everyone knows the devil killers are still the most badass team from way back when. That part ain't gonna change. Well, At least until I've milked the devil's killer's image for all it's worth. Then hey, who knows? Maybe I'll start something new. The sky's the limit, you know? And hey, these shitheads should be honored. An entrepreneur like me is doing them all a favor. Ha 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 ha. I won't let you throw all those dreams away. Oh, and what's a cabbie gonna do? You think I got to where I am just by talking big? Let me tell you, buddy, point blank, I earned my spot as 5th leader of the Devil Killers by being the fastest freaking driver, period. Now let's get this show on the road. Gotta give the audience what they came for, right? The final battle. At least our car can fly. Yeah, it's basically that, except we're driving. Nani? Bastard. I think we got this. Unless I screw up completely. By really not taking these turns well. Oh, he's screwed. Look where he is. Hope he doesn't have catch up like Mario Kart. Easy. Do you think we're gonna race the chief at the end? No way! That taxi driver, he actually did it! The absolute madman! He beat Devil Takamura! What could possibly happen next? Oh, damn! Well, I guess congratulations are in order. I don't need your fanfare. What I want is your crew to break up. That was your end of the bargain. Okay, everybody, listen up. Hey, you can't be serious. Certainly, you don't need to keep such a silly promise. Yeah, ain't no reason to break up now. Break up? Whatever gave you that idea? Excuse me? With all these people watching, this is the perfect chance to show what happens when you get on the devil killer's bad side. Give this bastard a thrashing. With pleasure. Gonna get me some payback. I'm generally not one to resort to violence. Alas, duty calls. Sorry, Mr. Suzuki. I'm afraid you'll have to take your medicine like a man. That isn't what we agreed on. What happened to the fastest guy calling the shots? Huh? Oh, see, there's been an update. It's the strongest guy who calls the shots now. Maybe you missed the memo. Well, what are we waiting for? Time to let the world know what happens when you mess with the devil killers. And let me say, it ain't pretty. Oh. Oh no. They don't know who they messing with. Yo, we're getting our asses out of here. You'll get yours soon enough, man. I'll make sure of it. Hold up. What a pitiful sight. Never thought the legendary devil killers could sink so low. You ought to be ashamed. Hey, isn't that... Who? Seriously, you don't know? That guy's like the biggest name in racing here in Fukuoka. No way. Onisaka? Who's this character all of a sudden? Shoot, I didn't know you would be here. You start acting up on this scale, the word is gonna reach me. Well, you see, this is all the taxi driver's fault. He picked a fight with us, so we, don't even bother. I've been doing my own research. I heard you were throwing your weight around. And I only gave you a pass because you had clout with the community. But that's all ancient history. Yeah? What's your point? My point. Do I really need to restate how bad this taxi driver beat you to a pulp? He's top dog now, so abiding by our rules, I'm ordering you to break up the devil killers. But that would mean... the devil killers are pretty much done for at this point. What with Onisaka giving the order. One man really has that pull? Of course he does. He's pretty much the law in racing circles. Your team is hereby disbanded. Never use the devil killer's name again. Any objection? No. And get your ass off the road. You heard the man. So you're Suzuki. I'm Onisaka. I look after the young guns around here. Thanks for intervening. No need to thank me. You're the one who beat Takamura. That's all I needed to see. But without you, they wouldn't have honored the agreement. So I appreciate you showing up. Slow down there, pal. You don't think I came all this way just to help you get rid of a few punks, do you? Why then? Well, you work for Nakajima, right? Yeah? I do. Then I'm assuming he wanted you to race the devil killers into submission, huh? Break them up that way? Ultimately, yes. Yeah, that ain't gonna fly with me. Why not? Because he's a coward. People who chicken out of the challenge have no say in racing matters. What do you mean by that? 20 years ago, the two of us were rivals. Nakajima, the undisputed champion, and me, the runner-up. No matter how many times I raced him, he always won out in the end. I lost to him countless times. Then one day I decided enough was enough. I took a year off to travel the country, taking on as many other racers as I could. Before I left, I made Nakajima swear not to lose to anyone. That way, I'd still be taking on Fukuoka's best when I got back. But when I returned, I found out he vanished from the streets. Gone, just like that. Promises be damned. It demoralized me, Suzuki-san. An entire year completely down the drain with no explanation whatsoever. All that time with nobody to race? What a freaking way to leave an old friend behind. I'm sure Nakajima had his reasons. He's not the kind of guy to break his word. You think I don't know that? I know he must have had some kind of situation, but that still doesn't keep me from wanting that race. He owes me. I'll never forget the thrill I got from going up against him. I can't. So I won't give up on street racing until I get another taste of it. My pride won't let me. Go back and tell your boss of yours I've been waiting. Whenever he feels like honoring his promise, I'll be behind the wheel. Same place I've been for 20 years. I guess we're gonna take Nakajima's place. Anisaka, huh? Chief, I know you're not the kind who goes back on his word. What happened all those years ago? 20 years ago. About a month after Anisaka left, I got into an accident. An accident? I wasn't driving dangerously or anything. We were just coming home from shopping. I was under the speed limit, no distractions. But I couldn't say the same for the other car. A street racer smashed into us. He came around the corner at high speed and lost control. He was completely at fault. Did you get hurt? No. I came away with just scratches. But my wife, sitting beside me, wasn't as lucky. No. She hit her head, I guess. There weren't many external injuries, but she fell into a coma. I really should have been angry with the guy who did that to my wife. But I couldn't summon up any rage. He was a street racer, just like me. That's when I realized it could have just as easily have been me causing a crash like that. Just one little mistake could end up costing some innocent persons their life. When I got to thinking, I just couldn't go back to putting the pedal to the metal like I used to. I was too scared. So you quit street racing at that point? Yeah. Now, of course, I remembered what I promised Anisaka, but I knew I couldn't keep it. Who could after what happened? After the accident, my wife never regained consciousness again. She was alive, but never woke up. Strange, ain't it? I lived life on the edge, but I was still standing. My wife never took a risk in her life and ended up like that. Isn't it ironic? I just couldn't accept it. I whispered her name in her ear over and over, day in and day out, thinking one day maybe she'd open her eyes and sit up like nothing ever happened. But that ain't how life works. No matter how much I loved her or prayed for her to come back, she wouldn't wake up. We're all pretty powerless when it comes down to it. All I could do was keep on hoping she'd recover and work to pay her hospital bills. But even that was beyond me. See, I used to be a day laborer, but I poured all my earnings into my ride. I had no savings and no steady job. If I didn't do something, I'd fall behind with the medical bills, so I had to find work. That's when you turned to taxi driving. Yeah, driving was all I could do. Besides, all I really wanted was... what? I just wanted to have her sit next to me again. She couldn't drive herself, but she loved it when I took her for a spin. I still remember her in the passenger seat, laughing and smiling away. If she came out of that coma, I wanted to be ready to take her on another ride. I reckon that would have made her happy. But then I figured after that accident, she'd be too scared to do that again. So I thought maybe if I became a taxi driver and learned safe driving, she'd be okay with it. Maybe we could go back to the old times, just the two of us riding in the wind. But a year ago, she finally lost the battle. Chief, I'm sorry, I had no idea. Who you're looking at right now is a miserable wreck of a man who couldn't even wear his own wedding ring because it hurt too much to remember. I couldn't save the one I loved. I broke the promise I made to my rival. I'm a no-good, worthless wretch. It's not true. You helped me out when I was in a bad place, and I'm thankful for that. I have nothing but respect for you. So please, don't talk about yourself that way. Suzuki, if Onisaka knew about this, I'm sure he'd forgive you for going back on your word. You still haven't told him about the accident, right? No. I didn't want to use my wife as an excuse. And I just couldn't face up to him. I'm a former racer myself, so I know exactly how he feels. I know how much he wants that rematch. Yeah, but if I told him about the accident, sure, he'd probably let it slide. But think about what that would do to him. Cars have been his life. I don't want to ruin that for him. I don't think telling him is a good idea. So you want Onisaka to keep on racing them? I used to want that. I figured with me off the road, he might as well do enough racing for the both of us. Now I don't know. He's getting old. I don't want him chained to this life until it's too late. One day he'll push it too far. And when he bows out, I want it to be at the right time. I don't want him to end up like me. Now, if someone were to beat him in a race, maybe that'll give him what he needs to lay his pride down. And that's what I'll do. Huh? I'll challenge Onisaka and put an end to his career. Maybe one day, someone's gonna challenge me and put an end to this career. You do that? Sure. Back when I was lost, you gave me a place and a purpose. That's always meant a lot to me, so I'll pay you back.
Yeah.
But that's asking too much. Nakajima, listen. I've taken down all the devil killers, and now I'm the fastest in Fukuoka, just like you were. It's my turn to step up and race in your stead. You leave this to me. Suzuki, thank you. Ooh, new tires. Who would have thought it was a racing stream? Oh, international taxi. Oh boy. Time for some I'm from Nagasu Taxi. Sorry for the wait. Time for some miscommunication. Hi. Looks like a foreign tourist. Please go to Meisai Street. Understood. Let's go. You speak Japanese? Yes, but just a little. A little, huh? Fukuoka is great. The food, delicious. What did you eat? The name I forget. Well, what was in it? Spicy? Red eggs. Spicy red eggs. That must be... Oh, shoot. Tamago is egg. Karashi? What eggs are spicy and red? Was it called Karashi Men Kaito? Taiko? Spicy Kodro? Yes! Karashi Mentaiko. Very, very delicious. #1 favorite. I'm glad I could clear that up. Hey, you. Yes? People in Fukuoka often say Barry. They do use that a lot here when they want to stress something. Please tell me what Barry means in English. Barry in English, huh? Very? Special? Let's go. It's a local term they use to emphasize things. I guess you could say very in English. I see, so Barry is very easy to remember. Hey, you. Thank you very much. Looks like he gets it. Hey, you. Yes? I want to get a tattoo with Chinese characters. Tell me a cool phrase, yeah? Chinese character tattoo, huh? You should actually get one that actually means something instead of just picking one that looks good. What do you want it to say? I like to live life to the fullest. Living life to the fullest, huh? Let's see, what Japanese phrase would convey that? A phrase about a simple meal? A phrase about encounters? A phrase about grilled meat? How about Ichigo Ichie? Ichie? Ichigo Ichie? What is the meaning? It means you should treasure every encounter. Good! I guess it's like you and me. That's right. I've decided. I'll get Ichigo Ichie tattoo. Thank you. That went over well. It should say Lucky Never streams. I'm streaming right now, aren't I? Thank you very much. You are a good driver. Thank you. Goodbye. Clearly pre-recorded. Okay, if it's pre-recorded, ask me anything. If it's not pre-recorded, if it is pre-recorded, I won't be able to answer. I'm from Nagasu Taxi. Sorry for the wait. Nagasuaga Street, if you would. I've seen this guy on TV. He's a member of the Diet. They think he could be the next Prime Minister. Of course. Let's go. Whew. Going out to meet supporters sure is tiring. That does sound tough. Yes, but it's my electorate, so what can you do? Who did you vote for in the last election? You, of course. I only moved here 6 months ago. I'm not that interested in politics. I'm afraid I only moved here 6 months ago. Oh yeah, with so many people leaving these days, it's always good to see new blood moving in. I hope you pump some new life into Fukuoka. Not the only thing I'll be pumping. He looks pleased. I'm thinking about incorporating ideas from the public in my campaign. What do you think is the biggest problem? What do you think the biggest problem is today? I do think it's harder for young people to hold on to their hopes and dreams these days. Right, that worries me as well. There's too many kids out fooling around instead of working. Aha, you know it. I mean, even I'm working on a Tuesday. That's crazy. I don't know what they're thinking, but they don't seem to want to listen to adults like me. What do you do when young people aren't willing to hear you out? Should beat some sense into them. Should cater to their tastes. You should be listening to them. How about listening to them first? Huh? You think I should listen to young people? You complain that they don't hear you out, but have you been giving them a voice to speak Now that you mention it, I don't remember talking to many young people in the past. We're just not on the same wavelength. It's like they're a whole different species. When you were young, didn't you get sick of being ignored by those who were older than you? Well, I did do my fair share of partying. That never went down well with my parents. When I think about it, maybe the youth of today isn't so different from me. Alright, I'll try giving them a chance to share their opinions and hear them out. And maybe they'll be more willing to listen to me as well. I like the way you think, driver. Thanks for the tip. Happy to be of service. Thank you for the ride. I'll give you a big tip if you promise to back me in the election. I don't take tips like that. That depends on how big the tip is. Just the tip? I'll take the tip, but my vote can't be bought. What? If I voted for you, it can be seen as bribery. Well, if you feel that way, you should just turn down the tip altogether. I'm always curious to see whether guys like you would take a bribe or turn it down. That's the only reason I said that. I picked you as someone who would turn me down flat. Oh no! Wrong answer. Here we are. Much appreciated. That was a fun ride. Here's the fare. Thank you, sir. See you next time. Think of the ethics. The ethics. Anything for a friend. I got a request for you, Suzuki. The place is, let's see. Oh, it's right in front of the office. Didn't take me that long then. I don't see the client. Oh, hi there, Wada. Hey there yourself. On break right now? You could say that. All right. See you around, I guess. What's wrong? It's me, by the way. Huh? I'm the one who requested you. What? You're the client? You want me to drive you home again? No. Don't you remember what the chief said when you first got hired? I'm the most senior driver. He wanted me to give you some driving tips. And you have. You've come in real handy. Well, I've got one more piece of advice for you. What about? Today I want to tell you about Onisaka. You're kidding. Chief needs you to race him, right?
Hey.
Something like that. And I might just be able to help. You used to be a street racer yourself, didn't you? Oh, you bet. That was years ago, though. Onisaka used to be one of the Three Musketeers, you know. Let me guess. The predecessors to the Four Kings. You're sharp. Top 3 racers in Fukuoka at the time took that name from an old French novel. And wouldn't you know, our chief was the fastest of them. Biggest speed demon of all of Fukuoka. They used to call him Athos, the eldest and most fatherly musketeer. Onisaka was 3rd in rank. He went by the handle Porthos. But Onisaka was a tenacious one. His times kept getting faster and faster. When he got back from his travels, he was at the top of his game. If the chief hadn't already quit, Onisaka probably would have taken him. So that's how it was. Yep. Onisaka is the kind of guy who would do anything just to shave a millisecond off his race time. 20 years have passed, but I bet he's still in peak condition. In fact, if he's stuck with it all these years, he might be faster yet. That's something to consider. Well, look, I requested you. For all they know, you're on a job, right? That is true. You should use this time to get some practice. You need to train if you want to beat Onisaka. Any ideas how I should be going? Any ideas how I would go about doing that? How about you and me hit the highway? What? You want to race? Why not? If you think you're ready to take on Onisaka, you should have no trouble beating me. But you haven't raced in years, right? Hey, I'm behind the wheel every day. I still got the thunder in my veins. But driving a taxi ain't the same thing. And I know I'm the one to talk, but you're not as young as you used to be. Nonsense. I'm still plenty young. That's what I say all the time. The second fastest was. Okay. I'll be honored to race you, Wada. That's the spirit. But you should know I'm not your average ex-street racer. Be ready for a challenge. I'm sure he was right behind the chief in terms of speed and ability. I better not take him lightly. And I gotta hit the bathroom bad. Wada, please. We're co-workers. Wada, please. Oh, fiery drifts. It's fast. Nani? Good thing our car's souped up. It's so fast. Oh my god. I think I have the reflexes of a cat. Hey, hey! Watch the paint! Get out of here, old man. The streets are for the young. Smoked them. Man, you got me. You're pretty quick, all right. I think you got what it takes to give Onisaka a run for his money. Thanks. You may not have been a street racer anymore, but you're still one hell of a driver. Fitting for a former musketeer, I'd say. Huh? Me a musketeer? No, no, no. You've got that all wrong. You really weren't a musketeer? Nope. I wasn't even close to their level. But I guess you could call me the D'Artagnan of the group, a sworn ally of the three musketeers. The D'Artagnan? Yeah, D'Artagnan. You know what it is, yes? No, sorry. I guess you're talking about the Three Musketeers book, but I never read it. I've only read Three Mouseketeers. You haven't? D'Artagnan is the main character who goes on adventures with Three Musketeers. Huh? I'll be sure to read it when I get the chance. Ain't a big deal. So how come you're so fast now if you weren't a musketeer? I'll tell you when we're back at the office. We better go or Hirakawa will have a fit.
Hey.
Right. You know that me and several other older drivers at the company were street racers, right?
Hey.
Yeah. After Nakajima went off the radar, racing lost its spark for me. I decided to quit like he did. Wanted to find a job, but driving was all I knew. I ran to one brick wall after another, thinking there wasn't anything out there for me. That's when Nakajima showed up out of the blue. He said he started a taxi company and wanted me to come on board. So he took you in just like that. Yeah, and it was the last thing I expected. At the time, I wondered why he would want to run a taxi company. But since he was asking me for help, I just went along with it. Now that I think back, though, it was him who helped me. He was barely scraping by on his own, but he still took me in when I had nowhere to go. I always looked down on taxi drivers, but when I gave it a shot myself, I found out how hard it really is. As a street racer, I was free to drive however I liked, but when with passengers on board, you're always worried you're gonna mess something up. One little mistake could put others in danger. That's the first time I realized the gravity of people putting their lives in your hands. But that makes it all the more rewarding. When passengers thank me, winning a race is nothing compared to that feeling. So I made myself a promise. As long as there's someone in my cab, I will never cause an accident or break a traffic law. And I've managed to keep that promise all these years. Well, hey, that's no small feat. Even now, when I'm taking a passenger somewhere, I'm more focused and nervous than I was with racing. You could say every passenger I've carried has been a battle for me. A battle against myself, of course. A battle against yourself. Damn, that sounds heavy. Well put, Wada. So you battle against yourself every day, and that's the secret to your technique. I guess you could say that. I'm feeling the battle in my bladder right now. I feel like I'm making a bigger deal out of it than I should, though. It doesn't suit me, huh? No, in fact, I think it suits you just fine. You know, then just fired me up, Wada-san. I'm gonna show you how great a driver I can be, too. I'll try sharpening my act as well. Couldn't hurt, right? You bet. We should all give this job our best. We owe it to the chief and the passengers who depend on us. Now, boys, let's get back to work. Okay. Everyone has a history, don't they? In any case, I don't want Wada to think his help was a waste. So I'll make sure not to lose the next race. It's time to end the stream. No, we got another stream. We got another Yakuza stream to do, but we will take a break. So yeah, we're gonna take a small break, and then we'll be back with more Yakuza 5 after the break. So stay tuned.